In the summer, I find that the optimum apiary size for me is like 12 to 20 colonies, because there's enough work with that amount of colonies that it's worth my trip out. And if there's more than that, then as well as getting a bit crowded on the land, worrying about whether there's enough resources, it also gets to be too much work for one session. I find after about 2 to 3 hours of work, I'm good. If I do much more than that, I'll start to make mistakes. So for me, 12 to 20 is about the right size. And then what I've been doing in the past is I've been wintering the bees on the same locations that they're raised in. But this past winter, I thought to myself, well, I've noticed that not all apiaries come along at the same speed. The ones that come along fastest are behind my house, where I don't think it's a coincidence that it's actually on a sunnier hill and more sheltered. This apiary tends to be the middle one, and I've got another one that's colder in the woods. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll bring home some bees, and that's what I did. So I brought home about, I think it's 12 colonies from each of the two out apiaries, and put them behind my house. And I've left 13 at this apiary and 12 at the other. And all of these 13 are alive today. But one thing that I hadn't thought about was how this much snow would affect the spring. So I think I did the right thing for another reason as well, by bringing them home, because in the spring, when all this snow melts, it's going to be a while before the land is dry enough that I can get my truck out. So having just 13 here means that I won't have to worry about dragging them out of the wet to get them home for my customers. And then the ones behind my house, where I've got over 40, clearly that's too many for one apiary if it was the summertime, but most of those will be gone by the middle of spring as I sell them off to the new customers. So each to their own, but for me 12 to 20 is about the right amount. Usually I'll come out and I'm able to keep the fences shoveled all winter long, but this winter it's got the better of me. There's just too much snow, and I'm hoping that the bears will stay tucked cozy in their dens and won't come out and bother these. We'll see.